Any news regarding Resident Evil has been far and in between as of lately, which is understandable with all the attention Capcom has been giving its new release of Monster Hunter Wilds. However, it's already been 2 years since the release of Resident Evil 4 Remake, which is crazy to believe. This week though, there has been some news regarding Resident Evil 9, according to the famous leaker known as Dusk Golem. Welcome to All Around Gaming. In an article by TGP, Dusk Golem states the following: I know a lot of people are also antsy at the lack of Resident Evil news for a year and a half now. The thing I think people will realize when Resident Evil 9 is revealed is that the reason this game is taking so long is because it's like a big reinvention of the series, to the same level as RE4 and RE7. It's not going to play like RE7 or RE8 or the remakes. It's trying new things and very ambitious. So guys, with that being said, what do you think could be this new spin coming to Resident Evil? This statement really has me thinking about how Resident Evil could actually change in a way that we wouldn't expect, especially regarding gameplay. We've played with the over-the-shoulder view and in first-person view as well. However, it would be very interesting if they were to somehow be able to bring back the fixed camera angles again, and maybe allow you to utilize the over-the-shoulder view during combat, which would act like a hybrid system. To give you a good idea of what I'm talking about, there was a survival horror game called Cold Fear, which released for the PS2 back in the day, around the same time as Resident Evil 4. And it utilized this gameplay system where you had a fixed camera angle, but could also switch to the over-the-shoulder view during combat, which was way ahead of its time. You could also move your character while aiming. This may be a controversial statement, but in a way, Cold Fear's gameplay was way better than RE4's at the time. Reason being that the hybrid camera system allowed the game to feel horrifying and claustrophobic, preventing you from feeling like an action hero. There are also rumors that Resident Evil 9 could possibly be an open world game. Now, when I hear this, I think about how drastically this could affect the story, since for most of the series, every Resident Evil game has taken place in isolated areas where outbreaks occur, except for Resident Evil 6. With that being said, I believe one of the best ways to utilize an open world setting would be to finally throw our characters into an apocalyptic world, where preventing the spread of these various viruses that we would have faced has failed, and now there's no choice but to survive with no real solution in sight. I believe this could be a refreshing take for the series and a huge step to help push the Resident Evil franchise forward. I mean, how many times are we going to have our characters go into an area to prevent the spread of a new virus and just wash, rinse, and repeat the process? It feels like we never really face any real consequences from these events, and the best way to do so would be a scenario where the world is lost and our characters are thrown back into feeling lost, helpless, and afraid. This in turn would really bring back the feeling of survival horror, where there is no hope in sight, only the will to survive until the next day. It would do the series good to really face the extinction scenario and push the story forward from there. Well guys, that's all I have today regarding Resident Evil. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel, as it will help me bring more videos like these to you more often. I will see you on the next video, and thanks again for watching.